As you're talking about.
Yeah, what if? And, I mean, yeah.
What if we just
What
started
if?
rambling like we weren't
What if
live
we
and
just-
we were actually live?
And we were, which is exactly what you said. So, now you know. What if there was a show, folks, that asked what if and followed all those what if things down the deepest, darkest holes? What if there was a show where you could ask the questions that you've been dying to know the answers to? And what if the hosts had answers? We don't. But what if we did? What if?
You don't know. We could.
I am Uncle Pete, and this is Lisa. And she's right. You're right. We could have. Oh, and we do have a phenomenally amazing special guest this evening. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just stop this right here. And we do have up here just above
Keanu
Lisa's
has
head.
joined us tonight.
Keanu.
Call me.
It says call me there for Lisa.
Yep.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind giving you her email to call you.
262-573-7055. Keanu,
There
call
you go.
me. Call me.
So, and what if we were just having that conversation there? What if your producer were there? Our producer could be here quite easily because it's very, very far away from the host desk. You can see we are plenty distance here.
Yeah.
And the producer desk is way across the friggin' room. So that could have worked out. Could have worked out there. And is that Mr. Reeves? It is indeed. And what if he sees this and gives Lisa a call?
That's right.
What if? So, and what if our producer does show up next week? I'm sure he'll show up next week. But what if our producer were to show up for the show that he co-hosts on Friday morning?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, because I've got a co-host lined up in case we need her. Well, I mean, she'll be here anyway, I know. And then we might even have a walk-in special guest on that show.
That'd be amazing.
Keanu.
You don't know. What if it was?
Then
I would ditch school and come
you would
straight
ditch
here.
school and come straight
Absolutely.
here, and we'd have to convince him some way or another to hang out till you got here.
And next week I work, and then I'm off for the 2 weeks following that. So I could just randomly show up here at any time, and I could be with Keanu. What if I was?
Because my day job is that they're actually closed as of the 21st. They reopen the 4th.
So maybe we'll just do a little couple extra holiday surprise little things.
We could. What if we do? What if we do that?
What if we did some extra little surprise shows? What if we put in some holiday cheer?
Yeah. What if?
You don't know.
You don't know. I don't know. So what you said you had a couple of what if items.
I do. I have 3 to choose
about.
from, and I was expecting Kent to be here, so he'll have to chime in because I knew that he would appreciate these as well. So my first what if.
Good morning.
Is what? Good morning.
Good
Why
morning.
is your phone talking to me?
Because for some reason I was pulling that up, and for some reason I am always stuck in. I mean, I know the reason. You didn't even catch it. I didn't even catch it, but I said good morning when we started.
Oh, it's because we're tired, I guess. So that.
Well, I mean, I started.
You know what? Gary from Singapore could come, and then it would be.
Yeah, it would.
So we were saying good morning to Gary.
Yeah.
Gary, if you're listening, we said good morning to Gary from Singapore.
Yeah.
So what if, are you ready? Ken Jones, you better be listening too. I want you to chime in. My first what if Nancy Pelosi was your mother?
Wow. What? I mean, though.
I'm pretty sure I would have been the author of Adult Child of an Alcoholic.
But, I mean, what if, okay, I mean, we all know who our parents are. How forgiving are you of your parents?
Is there enough forgiving for Nancy Pelosi to be your mother?
But, well, see, that's the thing. Well, what, I mean, if she were, how would I know the difference of her not being?
Can't save us.
If I grew up with that, I mean,
you might think it's normal.
Yeah, I might.
You might think that's normal.
I might.
Then what if we weren't doing a radio show with you because you thought that was normal?
Well, I mean, I grew up with the mother I have, and the
She's
family that
delightful
I
and beautiful
have.
and lovely.
And she is, but what if, well, here's the dealio. I didn't know food actually tasted good. I was actually, what if, for those of you not on radio, those of you catching either the Facebook live stream or the YouTube live stream, you can tell that see, I even have a popped button right there. I'm a rather healthy, portly fella. I'm a bit round, but when I was a kid, I was extremely skinny.
Because you didn't like the food?
Nah. Now my mom will tell you, and she said, "Well, I didn't know that. You never complained." That's because I know if I didn't like what was there, I wasn't eating.
Oh my gosh, your parents actually had rules.
And
what if our society now still had those?
It wasn't that they had rules. It was that we didn't have any money for. We were just po. We couldn't afford the other.
That's all right. Look at how appreciative you turned out. There's, Ken Jones is typing, and I don't know what it said.
That's because
I suppose that I would have photos of several. What does that say?
He says, well, if Nancy Pelosi were his mother, I suppose that I would have photos of several high-ranking officials and have a rather large bank account. I'm going to agree with him on that. I suppose that might be the case. And, and then he says, here, let's click on that. What if those pics were taken from my mother's laptop from the past 50 years of public service? See,
See, now you're getting there, Kent.
And then see, now we have to be quite careful because even the use of tube have now put out things with regard to
right. We don't want to get zuckered.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't want to get zuckered on Facebook, and we don't want to get yanked on tube. Whatever. I don't know.
We don't want to get our tube yanked.
Exactly. There you go. We do not want to get our tube yanked.
Yes, there'll be no tube yanking on this show.
All
right. Question number 2.
Okay.
What if you were the Trumpster's doppelganger? Would you keep the hair?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I don't think my mother's listening or watching yet. She's actually remarkably attracted to that fellow.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She loves the hair.
I tease about his hair a lot, but I admit I was a huge fan of a Celebrity Apprentice. Like a huge fan of Celebrity Apprentice, which you can't even find anymore anywhere, not even old reruns or anything. I think they were yanked maybe because of his title now. But I laugh about the hair, and I make fun of it. But then I've even asked people, but if you look at him, picture him with any other haircut. It just doesn't do it.
I wonder.
You're thinking like the mullet?
I was actually.
If he combed it back instead of
because I've seen some of those memes, those pictures where the America thing, and they've got him with some like long wavy hair. But what if he did have like the whole mullet thing going on, and maybe a handlebar mustache?
Oh, that'd be great.
The same color as the hair,
but not the face, not the orange.
Oh, with the orange, absolutely.
Yeah. You got to go with the orange. Would you do like an accenting color?
I don't know what goes with that. He's a cool dude. I
didn't say he's not. It's just that the hair.
The hair is. But that's kind of that's like his brand.
Yes,
he's on brand.
Agreed, and that's why I said I do make fun of it. But now after all these years, because I really was, I was a serious fan of Celebrity Apprentice. There was an Illinois governor on there once that should have shamed the state, and what did Kent say?
Yeah, Kent says, bald is beautiful. No way on God's green earth would I save that hair. Don't.
So Kent would not save the hair.
No, I would definitely save the hair.
All right, and the last one I have, and then it's your turn.
Uh-oh.
What if you were getting out of the shower, chasing your dog?
10 minutes into the show.
I'm not going to carry the whole show.
Okay. Thanks for your 10 minutes worth of work. Appreciate that.
What if you were getting out of the shower, chasing your dog to grab it by its tail, as I'm sure that everyone does on a common morning? Would you remember which foot to put your cast on during your photo op?
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. Huh?
You don't know what I'm talking about? Kent, you know what I'm talking about?
So, and here's Sandy Gibson. Sandy says, what if Sandy said that she may be in some weird way attracted to him? Well, my mother is, and she's not in a weird. She just said, oh, he's a very.
He reminds me of my boss the colonel that I worked for 20 years.
Oh yeah.
He does remind me of him. Disposition, there's a lot of characteristics about him that I guess would remind me about him. I don't know, maybe fatherly feel. I don't know.
I would say, I think my mom appreciates the confidence that he has.
And the cast question is because there happens to be a person out there in the public now that could get us suckered.
Okay.
That has the media believing or trying to make people believe a certain topic is true that is not true as of yet, at least.
Who
fell and broke their ankle, with the story being that they were getting out of the shower and their dog brought them the ball and they went to chase their dog to pull its tail. Because we all do that out of the shower. Our dog runs in and drops the ball, and then we run around naked, apparently, or something. I don't know, to chase the dog's tail. And they slipped on the throw rug and broke their ankle. But there are multiple pictures and photo ops where the cast is on opposite feet.
Opposite foot?
Opposite foot.
Oh.
So it's on opposite feet. So I'm just curious, what if you got out of your shower naked to chase your dog and pull its tail and you slipped on the rug and broke your ankle? Would you remember which foot to put the cast on?
Okay, all right. I'm up with you. I wasn't aware.
Now we're working with it because I don't want to get suckered.
And we're working with it.
I don't want the tube yanked.
I don't want to get my tube yanked at all. No way. So, because they are yanking tubes like crazy.
Are people paying extra for the tube yanking, or
no? They're doing that for free. Believe it or not. What if you offered to yank somebody's tube and didn't charge?
You could have a show on 216 the net.
Yeah. What if? But I get what you're saying. I have never. Here's the thing. I don't take a shower wherein the opportunity lies for my dog to walk into the restroom. And I live with 4 dogs.
So you don't regularly have your dog come bring you the ball and then run after him chasing his tail naked out of the shower?
That would be a no.
Kent, chime in.
And I will say, too, that I very regularly close the door.
When you take a shower?
When I take a shower.
Do you?
I do. That room, and I have my own. I have my own men's room in my house. My wife has her own ladies' room. I have my own men's room. There's even a sign on the door. There is actually, literally, there really is a men's room.
So do you let company use it or no?
The men's.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't make them have a bucket outside or something?
No, and I do keep it remarkably clean and fresh. Even my wife has walked in and she's like, how come your room always smells so good? And I'm like, because I don't have to share it with anybody.
And I clean it.
Every single time. It is never.
Never messy.
Never.
Never messy. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're excessively tidy. I can't see. You have to keep up on the screen because I can't read that far.
Well, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at the screen.
Well, I know it's difficult.
Yeah. Kent says no dogs in the loo. Absolutely correct. So here's the thing. What if you just didn't have dogs in the loo? You probably would have been avoided entirely, is what I'm thinking.
Or maybe that's not what happened entirely. What if that's not the real story?
And I mean, what if I cared?
What if I gave a crap?
I'm just saying.
What if I gave a crap? What happened?
Somebody apparently broke their ankle getting out of the shower. I'm wondering what if.
I was more curious as if you would remember which foot to put the boot on.
Oh, gotcha. Now see, oh damn, this really hurts. Oh, boots on the wrong one. Oh.
Would you notice that before or after your photo op?
I would certainly hope that I'd notice it before. Otherwise, I'd be walking around. Damn, this really hurts, guys. Boots on the wrong foot, sir. I'm guessing I know who we're talking about, but again, I hadn't heard this story at all.
Well, I don't want to get your tube yanked.
No,
unless you're wanting to get your tube yanked.
No. I'm just gonna move along thinking that I know who we're talking about.
You do. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure you do.
So, all right.
But we don't want to get zuckered or your tube yanked.
No.
And Ken's not here to ask him if he would like his tube yanked on the air.
No, I'm sure he wouldn't. No. Yeah, no dogs. So, okay, here's one that my wife proposed. Or was it her? Somebody was talking about it.
Okay, now you're going to get yourself in trouble because what if your wife just heard you not remember it was her or another woman that said something to you?
I could have been Kent. It could have been anybody. People just start swimming in my brain, and I hear things, and I apply things that I've heard to certain people that they might not have ever said. I just feel good saying this person said that because it's in my brain. It came out of another person's mouth. Therefore, I just pick a face sometimes and apply it.
Well, see, then that just means he's thinking of you, Mary.
Yeah, not always. So, but now I forgot what I was talking about.
You said something.
Oh, the what if thing.
He could remember what he was thinking about.
Well, we were talking a wee bit about space last week.
Like outer space?
Outer space.
Okay.
So what if, and here's what I have a hard time. And did we cover this? What was it? No.
Sandy will chime in on this one.
What if? Sure. Oh, look at that. She's got
I was going to say, there's no way Sandy's not going to chime in on this.
So let's go up here. What if I was getting out of the shower and my dog stared at me like, what in the fiery depths of hell am I looking at? Sometimes he looks at me like he is looking at a Sasquatch or Loch Ness monster, but I have to keep my confidence high, and I have to put my glasses on for the rest of this because it's a very long one. Confidence high and think that he's looking at a supermodel. Lols, LOL, she says. So,
what if we bought Sandy a razor for Christmas?
So, but the alien probing thing. That was what.
Here we go.
You know, what if, because we talked about the aliens showing up here, and what if they were, like, I think we talked about the moon being, a galactic space pickup. And they were all like, we're going out here, but we ran out of gas. So here we are. And that's why the human race is the way it is, because by and large.
So you're just basically saying that the earth is filled with alien rejects?
Well, not rejects, but overall, by and large, the galactic equality of backwoods rednecks. I mean, and we got a few that slipped in that were there, that the people that knew how to operate the thing that they were driving, keep it running far enough to get here.
So how many of them were on it?
I'm guessing a good handful.
To produce all these people. What if that explained a lot?
Yeah. I mean,
What if all that inbreeding really explained a lot?
Yeah. And but you wound up with a few people that were smart enough to kind of keep the brains and the intelligence going at a certain level.
What happened to them?
Well, I mean, we're steadily increasing, but I think we don't see a lot of them regularly because most of those folks tend to stay out of the spotlight, which says something about me, I suppose.
You just threw us under the bus there, Pete.
I did.
That was great. Uh-huh.
So,
so we're not that group. So what if we're really the rednecks that came in on the little ship, and we're like,
what if I'm completely wrong, and we're one of the smart ones that descended from all that stuff? I don't know, but
what if he couldn't save us just then?
But what if also, I mean, what's up with the people who keep complaining, who talk about getting probed? I mean, why? What is the fascination of the aliens of sticking things?
Maybe they're searching for brain activity.
Maybe they think,
maybe they've watched our news and so they're checking for brain activity.
Must be down there because apparently they sit on it. So that is what I'm thinking. But it just came up as a what if. That was like, what if?
Well, but I don't understand how my what if it was funny and it was out there, and your what if threw us under the bus and made us redneck aliens.
Well, what if I'm wrong?
What if you're right? Maybe
if I'm
that's
right?
really more concerning. Maybe I'm being triggered.
Maybe I did I touch a nerve right there?
You could have.
You don't want to be thought of as a redneck alien?
I've probably been called worse.
You got to look at
what
that,
if I was
though.
called worse? Yeah, because it could
because the people that I know who are truly rednecks and they fall into that classification and they say they take it as a compliment.
I was going to say Pete just lost friends on the air.
They're like,
Pete's going to get his tube yanked and lose friends.
If we're talking about rednecks. But see, I have many members of my family, my extended family in Oklahoma, and they're awesome, amazing people.
And now we just lost all of our Oklahoma listeners.
Well, we have at least one. So, I mean, I don't know that. Well, there is Eric Bam, who actually, he's a sharp guy. He checks into Uncle Pete in the morning at least once a week, and he live streams in, and we have a conversation that's actually rather amazing. Super smart, sharp fella, wears the glasses. So the owl rim glasses, so he looks smart. And
so he looks smart?
Yeah. So
have you asked him this what if question?
No.
I would maybe do that. That could be interesting.
It might be the last time he calls into so, what if I want to keep my
What if he heard this show and then
tiny-
he didn't call in anymore anyway because he was just classified and thrown under the bus with me?
my tiny amount of guests that we have. So
where exactly does Keanu, just because we've been ignoring our guest, where exactly does Keanu fall in the realm of your alien probing what if idea?
What do you mean? On the what if aliens probe Keanu? What? Is that what you're asking me?
No, on your you have this seem to have this hierarchy of these aliens that are here.
I do?
Yes, some of them are rednecks and some of them were smarter, and you put us apparently in the redneck group because we want popularity.
Well,
because we
want
to
okay. No. Well,
dig deeper.
Okay, here we go. I was trying to be facetious about politicians, is what I was trying to do.
Well, I kind of thought you were going there until I felt the tire.
Well, I thought, okay, if I go where I'm going to go, what if I get my tube yanked? And I don't want that to happen.
Many of those people have had their tube yanked in order to get where they are, though.
And so,
we could go there.
No, I'd rather not.
What if getting your tube yanked was a requirement of becoming
becoming anything, or just a politician?
There you go. I don't know what's going to get your tube yanked.
It would not be an incentive for me. Oh, you mean I get what if I become a politician? That's not an incentive at all. That's
or Zuckert.
Or Zuckered, either way. No, I do not want to get. That's not neither of those are incentives for me.
All right, we have another.
No, it's the same one.
Oh,
that's the same one. So
I thought the orange thing was telling us there was something new there. I don't know how that works. So I can't read it. I can only see the little orange squares, and I want to know why Kent is not chiming in on this because he must not be.
He may have zoned out on this conversation because
he doesn't want to talk about being probed.
Probably not. It could be traumatic for him. I don't know. So, and I don't
therapy on this topic.
Making an assumption there. So
a little muscle memory release.
Hey, it's all right. We'll figure it out. But we won't. Why would I even say that?
I was scared for you.
You know what I was doing.
What if Kent hears that you want to figure out why he has a probe sensation? And why he's fixated in fear on the probing, and you need to know why. What if Kent addresses that?
No, I was just going to be kind and offer to help him through it. I heard that that's not legal in some states. Maybe help him get over that. Not provide I'm not going to provide it. I can be a kind ear.
What if Ken comes back on the air and listens to this again and realizes he's afraid to ever leave again?
Yeah, he's probably gonna be, well, hey, how about we get someone to produce that show so that Uncle Pete just at least stays on some sort of train of thought.
I don't know about that.
So
Sandy, you give me one because you're the one who likes to come up with this stuff.
and she's watching, she's listening. But I would say, what if
She's confused. So so that means that you're on the lower end of the probing alien hierarchy.
correct? Like you would not
if
be
you're not able to hang in there with us, then you're on the lower end of the alien hierarchy, according to Pete.
right, because if you are the pro B, not the pro bore,
or the tube yanker.
yeah.
What if you're the tube yanker or the person who
if
got
you are
tubed?
not the O or the you are the E in all those situations. If you are the E in those situations, you are at the lower end of the hierarchy of the alien totem pole. Because I guess the smarter you are, the more experiments you do. Is that the scientific way to think about it?
I don't know exactly that there is any good way to think about any of this conversation. Yeah, Sandy started sending resumes to Save
Kent. Save Kent. She's going to start a campaign. Everybody save Kent.
Yeah, I don't know that there is a way to really save you from this conversation that you started.
I'm a redneck alien.
Yeah, Sandy, apparently, according to Pete, you now need to send your resumes to Oklahoma.
So, but see, they're good folk. I'm not.
Well, that's
saying.
fine because she's wanting to send her resumes out. I'm just suggesting Oklahoma now might be the good fit for her.
Well, and it could be, but well, I like what Jeff Foxworthy said: is that being a redneck is simply the glorious absence of sophistication.
That would fit me.
So, I mean, I enjoy that. I enjoy that definition. I enjoy that description. It doesn't mean that you are really any less than. It's just that you are different than, and you don't mire yourself with the airs of sophistication.
And what if we were grateful for that?
What if? I mean, I will tell you this. What if we were grateful for ignoring the airs of sophistication? I actually like a certain level of sophistication in certain environments. It is very easy for me to walk into a place of opulence and sit down and just enjoy it.
Really?
It is very, very easy for me to do that. It's very easy for me to walk in, and I've been in environments wherein they are adorned as royalty would have them be. I am very comfortable walking in and just sitting down as though I'm sitting upon a throne, and not a porcelain one.
You caught it because I was about to.
And
I was about to just kind of go there with that.
But a throne of plush fabrics, down, leather, and gold.
See, and I'm really content in the biker bar.
And I can be in there too, but I recognized this in myself where it surprised me the first few times I walked into some places like that when I had the opportunity to do it. When I just walked in, I felt incredibly comfortable. And
I am for periods of time, and then I get over it, but it gets too much energy for me. It's too much.
Too much. Yeah.
I told you I'm happy in the woods with Turtle.
The orange. Yeah, that's true. And see, I could at one point in time, and I often wonder, what if I had gone ahead and just moved out to that cabin on Pikes Peak and gotten a dog and lived in the wilderness for the rest of my life?
What if?
What if?
Then you wouldn't have all this.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. I would have a mountain and some berries. Some mountain berries is what I'd have.
Yeah, see, you would, but you just answered you wouldn't be happy. Look how happy you are doing this.
I love this. I absolutely love
until you
doing
get your tube yanked, and then we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, there's a no tube yanking policy.
So we have to use caution.
Yeah.
Or Zuckered. So everybody, what about comments? Do they? No, I mean, do they, when they're determining who gets
hashtag save Kent.
No, it's
hashtag Keanu call me.
Yes. Sandy, get with the program. Keanu is here with us.
Is that how you spell his name?
Yes.
I mean, I would imagine you would know. You wouldn't have put it up there
call
incorrectly
me.
spelled.
It's hashtag Keanu call Lisa.
Hashtag Keanu call Lisa.
Yes. Let's make that famous. I don't do, what is that on Twitter? Is that what that goes on the hashtags?
Hashtag goes on any of this stuff. It goes on YouTube. It goes on LinkedIn. It goes on Facebook. It goes on Twitter. It goes on
It's
any
hashtag
social
Keanu
platform.
call Lisa.
Yeah.
We're going to make that
Keanu
famous.
call Lisa. Hashtag Keanu call Lisa. Somebody put it up there because we have not yet invested in a Bluetooth keyboard here in the studio, which we really need to do.
I want to see thousands and thousands on Facebook of hashtag Keanu call Lisa. What if we made hashtag Keanu call Lisa famous? What if Keanu saw it?
What if?
What if Keanu called me? Oh my gosh, I would pee my pants right here on the air.
Oh, I'd prefer you not.
Because these are new chairs.
Just because it's gross. That's why I prefer you not, because then we have to clean it up. I still have to do dishes over here. I don't want to clean up that.
I just thought it was because of the new chair. I could sit in Ken's chair.
Just don't do it. What if you hold your bladder?
I am telling you right now, if
Well,
Keanu calls me and I know it's really him,
in.
or Keanu walks through the door, I'm peeing on the chair because I'm going to have a heart attack.
There you go. Hashtag Keanu call Lisa.
There you go, Sandy. Make that famous, girl. Rock it.
Everybody make that famous. If
Yes.
you can, would you please comment right here on the stream? Because the more comments we get, the more YouTube YouTube and Facebook, the more comments we get that are of any length, the more we hit the algorithm and the more it gets pushed out there.
And maybe somebody will show it to Keanu.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't know.
Hashtag Keanu call Lisa.
There you go.
His biggest fan.
What do you think, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready, aren't we?
See, look at the smile on his
Yeah,
face
see,
up
look
there.
how happy he is.
He is already.
Look how happy he is. He's already ready.
Thrilled. He's thrilled with that prospect.
You don't know.
So
You don't know what could happen.
What if?
Great.
What if?
You know what? Lisa Williams called me once.
I don't know who that is.
Don't shatter my. What if you didn't shatter my dream?
No, all I need you to do
Williams
is
a
explain to me.
famous
I don't know
psychic
who that is.
I happen to like very, very, very much.
Okay.
And I had two girlfriends who were going to a weekend training class thingy or something she was doing in Texas or something. My friends were in California. And when they were there and they saw her, they told her how upset I was. We couldn't afford for me to go.
Oh.
So they told her how upset I was that I couldn't afford to go and how much I loved her. And she called me on the phone.
Oh, that's cool.
She did.
That's nice.
It was. I was so excited. That is my closest thing to fame, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I've met a few famous people.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Was one of them? What if one of them was Keanu?
Well, what if? That would be cool. I like Keanu. I enjoy his acting. I met Vincent Price, and I met.
That'd be a neat one.
Yeah, I mean, I was little. I was very young, and it was really just kind of it's Vincent Price, and he's in the monster movies. I actually had lunch with him because a fellow that I was taking piano lessons from at the time had done a couple of. He had played piano on a couple of things for movies and such that he had done. They just kind of got to know each other. And so he's like, "Hey, I'm going to have lunch with Vincent Price. Would you like to go?" So I did.
And it just, I'm not feeling the energy. I'm not feeling it. What if you were a little more excited about it?
Well, because I remember it and it was cool, but it was really just sitting there kind of going, listening to a couple of adults talk. And I'm just sitting there like,
oh, so how old were you?
I don't know, maybe 8.
Oh, so all right. That's not really
You
the
know,
same.
and
That
had
wouldn't be the
watched
same
had watched
excitement.
I met Andre the Giant. That was fun. Also when I was young, and reached up to shake his hand and he shook my arm.
What if you got to meet the one person that you would really like to meet? Who would it be?
Wow. Actually, it would be one of my relatives, my great grandfather, Zenas Asbury Galt.
Good
And-
Lord. Say it again.
Zenas Asbury Galt.
What a name.
I would really like to meet him.
And what if
Just-
you did get to meet him? What would you ask?
If the stories were true,
The stories that you've heard
Yeah.
over the years for him.
yeah, that he fathered over 40 children between 4 wives, and the first 3 died in childbirth, and the last one kicked him out shortly after the last child was born. I think it was 42 children. Story
Holy
goes that
cow.
she kicked him out shortly after the 42nd child, was born, and he was in his 80s and he died shortly thereafter.
Have you ever done like a family tree or something to determine that?
Yeah, people have. I mean, to an extent, nobody's ever been really able to really determine.
You're
too
pretty
much.
active if you had 42 kids.
Yeah, I mean, between 4 wives, so it wasn't all 42 with one wife. There were an average of 10 each.
Oh, well, that's nothing.
I think the second one. I think the second one had 8, if I recall the story.
Oh my gosh.
So what it's not. I don't. I enjoy comedians. I would, if I could have, I would have enjoyed meeting Chris Farley. I think that would have been just so much fun, absent the drugs and everything else that was involved there. John Candy I would have enjoyed meeting John Candy just because I enjoy.
You enjoy that humor.
I enjoyed the humor. Victor Borga, I would have enjoyed meeting him.
Just for the record, what if I got to meet who I wanted? It would be Keanu. Yeah. Keanu. #Keanu. Call Lisa.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep repeating that until it kind of gets out there in the YouTube land.
We'll do this again. So there you go. #Keanu. Call Lisa. And let's go right here. What is she
Sandy's
saying?
usually talking. Sandy, you could have come in on the show with us.
You
and just
can
sit here
actually.
with us at the table.
And she said, "What if I told you that I met Eugene Levy at O'Hare?" That's cool, at O'Hare Airport. And I was so excited that I yelled, "Hi, Eugene," and scared him to death.
Well, first off, what if I didn't know who Eugene Levy was?
He is a comedian. He's a comedic actor. And he was on Saturday Night Live and many other things, many other movies, many other shows. Schitt's Creek. Have you seen Schitt's Creek? Up Schitt's Creek? Is that it, Lisa? Up Schitt's Creek? That is Eugene Levy. It's on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. He's got the big eyebrows.
I don't know who that is.
He's
I'll have to go look now. I will go look just for you though.
Yeah, Google Eugene Levy when you get a chance. He's a good actor. That would have been fun.
What if you got to meet one politician? Who would it be?
I've actually met a few. If one that I would actually choose to meet, probably Abraham Lincoln. That would probably be the one. You keep
picking dead people.
Well, you didn't say they had to be alive. You just said if you could meet anyone that you wanted to meet, who would?
All right, if you could meet
what if
anyone,
it didn't matter?
Well, because you have a better chance of actually meeting the dead ones than you do the live ones. So what if you had to pick somebody who was actually living and breathing today, and you got to meet them? Who would it be? So that Sandy knows who to call Pete.
Politicians, none. I've already met. Mine
would be Dan Crenshaw or Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz is cool.
I think they are like the coolest guys.
Ted Cruz is cool. He's enjoyable.
They have the most fascinating minds to me, the way their minds work, and they're just so detailed and they stay calm and factual. I don't know. They're just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Both of them are completely fascinating to me.
So
I love to listen to their speeches.
I don't think she's a politician, but Nikki Haley, I'd enjoy having a conversation with her.
I don't know who that is.
She was the person that Trump had appointed as the UN liaison initially.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
She's very, very, very smart, very sharp lady. I think she would be quite enjoyable to talk to, have a conversation with.
Sandy, what would yours be? And Kent dozed off. Ken's watching a different radio show.
Yeah, American Pie.
What if Kent was actually paying attention? What if Kent was actually contributing to the show?
Yeah, not just American Pie. He was the dad in American Pie. Eugene Levy. He was on Best in Show. I've seen Best in Show, and these are all comedic. Best in Show.
I've been told I don't have a comedy movie sense of humor.
Oh no! All right, that's okay. Vacation. He was a car salesman in Vacation. Yep. Father of the Bride, the guy that buys the family house. Eugene Levy is fantastic.
Sandy, you're seeming really a little stalker fetishy about Eugene Levy now.
You're
So I'm
going to
just
say that
saying.
to her after talking about Keanu?
Um,
What if
hello?
what if you let her have her thing with Eugene Levy and you have your thing with Keanu?
I think it's a little different.
Why?
Because look at him.
Well, maybe she looks at Eugene Levy the same way. You don't
She
even
looked
know.
at Trump. Are we allowed to say that? She looked at the Mr. Prez that way. So it's not. I'm sorry. There's not a lot there.
That's just not everybody floats everybody else's boat.
What if Kent were contributing to the show? I'm going to repeat. Hashtag Kent chip in.
He may just have checked out. So there you go. Hashtag Sandy loves Eugene Levy. And that's all right. It's okay. I'm not much of a famous person, want to meet him kind of guy.
I am not either. I don't know that I would act. I mean, Keanu, all right. Or Marky Mark, just for the record. Sorry, Mark, your picture's not up there.
I know who that is now.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Yeah, I know who that is now.
Or
I've seen a couple
or Bon
movies that he
Jovi,
did.
John Bon Jovi. All right. So I'm sorry your pictures aren't up there. I can only have so many pictures on the wall. I'm gonna get restricted.
So,
but they all could be. But truly, that's just a fascination thing. I don't know. I don't know that it would be that big of a deal, other than the couple. I don't know that it would be that big of a deal to
meet. See, and like,
it might have been before I started understanding people's minds and stuff the way that I do. So now I would just be thinking, like, what's in your head and why are you the way you are?
I mean, I've met some local politicians. I met Craig. I know Craig Wilcox. He's actually been on one of our other shows on the station. He's a local
I worked
senator,
for the mayor
Illinois senator
of Antioch when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
He's dead now, so I can
the
talk
mayor of
about him.
McHenry has been on one of our shows, Wayne Jett.
I worked for the mayor of Antioch when I was in high school, and he was a perp.
Well, let's be specific that was when you were in high school, and it was in Antioch, and it was I'm guessing they're probably dead by now.
Yes, they are, as a matter of fact. So that's why I felt it was safe to go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
So I would not have otherwise, because I'm sure that it could cause some kind of a tube yanking or
zuckering.
Yes, I'm sure that, but no, they have deceased. They are deceased. I guess that would be the way to put it. So no, but I did in high school. But
they have since met their demise.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that much of a thrill for me anymore. I mean, I tease about the few, yes, but I don't think it would be that much of a thrill for me anymore. And
Craig Wilcox is a cool guy. He's our state senator for this area, and he's also a former Friday Morning alumni.
Did I meet him?
You might have. Time or two.
I'm so bad with names.
So we've had a few would-be candidates.
What if we got to start having the breakfast meetings again?
What if we did? Well, actually, what if there will be some things that may be of interest that come up
or coming up in the future?
Yeah. So
because that was very fun.
It was very fun. I think though Friday Mornings with Pete, that ran for 5 years. I really
wasn't there for 5 years.
No, but I was, because it was my
thing. It was Friday Mornings with Pete.
Yeah. I feel like that kind of ran its course, but there. So
what if we called it Sunday Mornings with Lisa and hashtag Keanu call Lisa?
And we could call it something like that. Yeah, hashtag call Lisa on Sunday mornings, and everybody just shows up and just sits there and goes hashtag call Lisa.
That
Keanu, or
that could
hashtag
happen.
Keanu call
That's right.
Lisa.
That could happen.
So which is
what if people started showing up here on
right
Sunday
here.
mornings before the Sunday morning show and brought us breakfast?
What if that would be nice?
What if they brought grape leaves because Pete didn't save me any?
Oh, that would probably be nice for you.
Yeah,
really would.
They would be nice enough.
I still forgot to call that guy about his grape leaves. I forgot.
But you need to call him and say exactly how you said it. Hi, I need to grab your grape leaves, because
I was supposed to.
You said I have to call this guy and tell him I'm supposed to grab his grape leaves, and you need to say it just like
I was supposed to grab your grape leaves. So, and he actually tunes into some of the shows here on the season. Actually, he was on the show. That's why we had his grape leaves here, and they were good. They had rice and beef, I think, in them, or maybe it was lamb. I don't know. They were Greek.
I know. I know what they are. They're fabulous. I haven't had their. I haven't tasted.
So
his
you've had?
grape
I
leaf.
thought you had never had them before.
No, I have had stuffed grape leaves before. I have not had his.
Oh.
Now this is going to go to a very bad place again.
Well, I mean, he got them from his wife's mother-in-law, so she could probably make some more. I imagine. I think that would work. Well,
I don't know that your
else?
wife's mother-in-law is supposed to be messing with your
No,
grape leaves.
They're her grape leaves. She made them. Okay, you're going for. See, I don't do this. I don't do innuendo very well. I don't have.
I can't help it. I actually have that sense of humor. I will tell you.
Hashtag grab your grape leaves, says Sandy Gibson. So,
I was at the biker pub diner. It's actually a restaurant, so just for the record, but they have very, very, very good food there. And I was there, and I was talking with a group of friends, and this guy came in and he was all uptight about some kind of a car repair. And I was sitting there listening to him talk about this car repair. If you'd have heard it, and I can't even say it you'll get your tube yanked.
Okay.
His description on the air, and I was busted up laughing. And then people caught on to what I thought was funny. My head I can't help it. My ex used to get mad about that too, because he'd try and tell me how he was fixing the car and like what was wrong with the car, because he liked me to sit out there and have coffee with him while he worked on his vehicles. Mm-hmm. And I would start giggling, and he wouldn't even look up, and he'd go, "You made that whole thing dirty in your head." I'm like, "Did it just happens? It's not like I try."
See, like Mary Catherine does that, and she'll just start laughing.
Yeah, I can't help it.
And I'm looking at her like, I'm not hearing what you're hearing. So sometimes I need the explanation.
It's how it works.
Kent, all the time, they extrapolate what I say and turn. They actually had been writing them up on the board up there for a while, and now thankfully they're gone. But because I don't know, stuff comes out my mouth, and I don't apply it the way they apply it.
I can't help it. I don't do it on purpose, for the record. I don't. It just happens.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's the way it is.
And I try to keep it to myself, but then sometimes it gets really funny and I can't help it. And I just start laughing. And then when I just start laughing randomly, which seems strange to start with, it kind of makes people stop for a minute, and then it'll come to their mind, like what they said. And then I
but see, I raff. I was about to say I raff randomly. There's only coffee in here, folks. But
that's what you guys said last week. And then there was a bottle of something over there. What was it? Black Velvet or? It's
still over there. It's Johnny White's Kent's.
Empty?
No. I don't know. Kent. That's Kent's. I don't.
Yeah. See, Kent can't even defend yourself because you kind of dozed away there, buddy.
Yeah. So
non-contributor.
He may have taken a leave. So, but maybe he's taking care of that. I don't know. Who knows? So,
you guys who are Sandy's just yapping away. And just for the record, that's how she is all the time. Sandy's been on the show before.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I don't know why she doesn't come in and do this with us one night while we're in here.
She probably have fun.
It probably would be fun. And Sandy, you know where it's at, and you don't even have to make a public service announcement. You can just show up. The door's actually, we closed it tonight though. The door is actually
it's unlocked.
You could actually just come walking, and you won't have time to get here now because I know where she lives. You won't have time to get here. But what if you just showed up one day and plopped your hiney down in a chair? You know, we're going to say that, and then there's going to be this show. What if like 10 people show up?
They'll have to wait their turns.
Because we only have so many chairs.
We only have so many chairs. We'll give them, 6 minutes each if 10 people show up?
And then they can what if for 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Are we going to time them like in the debates?
Yeah.
Do we get a mute button?
There are mute buttons over there on the board.
Wouldn't that be too fun?
They can be talking along, and you just hit that button and next.
Oh my God, that would be so fun.
Next, that would be hilarious.
Oh, we need to come up with some kind of a game show or contest to do that with.
What if you had a show where you could just show up and say anything pretty much you wanted? You'd get your tube yanked. I have a mute button. Yeah, but then it's too late if it's live. So no, but there's a delay. We have actually about an 18-second delay on everything that we're saying to until it gets out to YouTube and Facebook. And now the radio is pretty close. That's a lot closer. You only have, I think, about maybe 8 seconds, but still, I still have a thing.
What if I came up with some kind of a game show type episode that we could do? We wouldn't have to do it every week, and people came in, and I got to use the mute button. I worked that in.
Yeah, you could.
What if I worked that into the part of the game show? Do you think we could get enough people to come in here and
we could find out? I mean, what if people want to do that?
Yeah, what if people want to do that? So they wrote in to let us know that they would.
And see, here's the thing too. If you email us 216thenet@gmail.com, let us know if you want to play games, and you can either come here, or we can actually send you a link where you can come in onto the screen.
Oh, on the web, like Kent could have done.
Like, yeah, we could have.
Well, but he's a non-contributor, and
he doesn't have the greatest. He doesn't have the greatest internet at his home. We've done that before, and like those Zoom meetings where people are talking and then it goes, and they freeze.
What if we did a weird trivia contest?
Weird trivia,
and we even had prizes.
Yeah, we could try that.
All right, for all of our sponsors, if you'd like to donate a little prize, we could do a trivia contest.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about what prizes were donated.
Yeah, by whom and where they can go and who they're for. And
you know what the problem is, though, is that it almost have to be live. And here's why. Because there are people who can Google really fast.
Yeah.
So what if people cheated?
Well,
I think that Googling is cheating when it comes to a trivia contest.
I mean, you either have to be in the studio to qualify or on the video live stream.
With hands up.
Yeah, because that's real time. For us, when they stream in,
with hands up.
It is actually real time. We get that real time. There's no delay, nothing. In fact, like Eric, who zoomed in. Well, it wasn't Zoom, but it comes in through our studio software. He comes in and he and I have a direct conversation. It's literally real time. There's no lag at all on that. The lag is in the broadcast.
So what if we did it like there were 3 or 4 contestants who were competing for the one prize, and it was all weird trivia?
What if kind of like the other game shows that are all on TV?
Well, yeah, but it would be our questions.
But yeah.
So what if our questions were really cool?
Yeah, or really hard, or really obscure.
I think that would be totally fun.
Yeah.
So what if we found some aliens on the top end of the hierarchy?
Yeah, and brought them in.
And brought them in for this.
Yeah.
And then, well, Sandy, you could come too, because apparently you're down at the bottom of the totem pole, but you could come in and do it too. You know what? We're gonna.
Hey, there's Ted.
What if we did that?
Popping in here.
Hi, Ted.
Ted would do that. I think he would listen.
I think that we're gonna throw that out there.
Ted, you should play that.
I think we should throw that out there.
Yeah. So we'll find everybody. Okay. Somebody type this because I can't.
Sandy, that's a bad one, Sandy, because we're talking about tube yanking and stuff, and Sandy puts up hashtag Sandy does 216. Now we know where Kent went.
Why is that bad?
Oh, stop it. You don't know why that's bad?
No. I do this every day.
Never mind. I'm not explaining it.
All right, I don't get that one. I don't get it.
Kent, where are you when I need you, bud?
So Ted would listen. Ted, you should play. Somebody type, "What if game show?"
Right.
What if you would play the game show? Would you play the what if game show? Type something of the words I just said.
Would you donate a cool prize?
Yeah. Would you donate a prize? Would you play
donate a cool prize to the what if game show?
Yeah. What if was a game show, or we had a what if game? Maybe we do it like, if we get it going and roll them. What if we do it like once a month?
I was going to say like one night a month would be our game show night.
Yeah.
Or a trivia question night.
Yeah. What if game show?
Yes. What if?
So what if? What if you would play that? What if you would donate a prize?
What if you would win?
And well, yeah,
what if you would
win?
show up here live? What if Lisa got to hold the mute button?
Yeah, well, you can't hold it. It's on the board.
Oh, well, that's not quite as fun as doing this at somebody.
No.
Like I'm gonna go eat and
you have to sit over there and you have to go boink.
Oh. Can we get maybe like an air horn or a buzzer or something instead then?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Because then when they're wrong, I can have like a really obnoxious air horn.
Yeah, and
make the sound. Yeah. Oh my. This is getting more fun by the minute.
And break everybody's eardrums.
That would be so amazing.
So.
All right, we're gonna get creative. It might take a little time.
Stuff. We do have these things. We just don't use them on
but
shows because nobody really got into it.
What if we actually use
where you have the little button, you push it, and then you plug it into this little thing, and you go push it, and it goes or it does the air horn or the foghorn or the
What if you taught me all those and I got to play with them?
Kent used to use it. You could actually download those, and it might actually work on your phone with the dongle you have in the drawer over here.
My dongle is not in the drawer.
It is. It is. We actually used it on a show last night.
Ted said what?
What? He would donate a prize. 10 would donate a prize, says he. There you go.
You're the best. But you can't donate a prize on the same night that you're a contestant because you don't have to give yourself something. So we'll come up with creative things.
Well, he would donate, and we could say it's from Legal Legacy Holdings. That's his company.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. That'd be amazing. We could do that.
And this prize donated and provided by Legal Legacy Holdings, Ted Legal.
Look at Ted's getting into the hashtags. So, Ted, you might have missed it in case it's hashtag Keanu call Lisa. That's another one.
So
it needs to be put on plenty of times. Hashtag Keanu call Lisa.
What is the difference between a graveyard and a cemetery? I'm sure this is a joke thing, but I don't know what's the difference.
Or she might actually be contributing a question.
Or what if, what if
we pretended that we don't know?
Do you know?
No, I'm pretending. What if I'm pretending?
You don't know. What? Pete, it's a freaking show. You're on it. Play along. What if you knew what your own show was about?
What if Pete followed the game plan?
Yeah. What if? From my company, Legal Legacy Home and Business, Legacy Home and Business Services. There you go.
Way to plug it there, Ted.
Free plug right there. Boom.
But I didn't see any hashtag Keanu call Lisa coming out of you, Ted.
So
and listen, I'm gonna have a say in this game thing.
So we gotta find your hashtag Keanu call Lisa. It's up here somewhere.
Well, Ted could be typing it instead. He's plugging his show.
Right there. Hashtag Keanu call Lisa. Hashtag Keanu call Lisa. We got like 2.5 minutes left.
Sandy, what is the answer to your question? Because what if we pretend we don't know?
Sure, I'm pretending.
We're in the hierarchy of the alien probers, Pete. You can't Google it. That's cheating.
I'm not Googling.
Okay.
I'm actually getting ready to find some music to play us out with.
Oh, well, Sandy might have answered us, but you didn't scroll.
Oh, let me scroll. I'll scroll. Here we go. Well, Ted did do
thank you.
Hashtag, but that's just hashtag call. Because when you put a space in there, it doesn't connect everything else.
Oh,
so it says call Keanu Lisa.
Hashtag no, it's Keanu call Lisa.
Keanu call.
Yeah.
You got to do hashtag. Put the hashtag in front of the K. So it's hashtag KEANUCALLLISA.
And then when Keanu calls me, I'll have him plug your business too, Ted.
Yeah. So there you go.
I'll ask him to throw some plugs out there.
Oh, you know what? I knew that, as a matter of fact. Why did I not know that? Well, I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know that's what you were going for. A graveyard is connected to a church.
Alien totem
a cemetery is not.
Sandy just made it up a rung of the alien totem pole.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she gets to still live in the Midwest now if she wants to.
She's no longer a redneck alien. Yeah. So,
Sandy, you can still live in the Midwest now if you want to, apparently.
Yeah.
You just haven't made it up to our level.
Yeah. So at any rate, well, I tell you what, folks, we are going to have to say So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. If you flit, you float, and go. I don't remember all that song, but there you go. So, and it
What
says,
does it say?
he says, Ted says, I am new to this whole hashtag thing. So
Me too, Ted. I just heard that the more that it's out there, the more it makes some kind of algorithm-y type thing.
There you go. There, he got it right there.
There you go. And at this point in my life,
he misspelled Keanu though. That's
all
funny.
right, Ted. I know your
That's
heart
funny,
is in it, and that's what's important to me.
Yeah. All right, folks. It's time for us to say so long, farewell.
Good night, everybody.
And we will see y'all next time. So have a happy rest of whatever. What is today? This is Thursday.
Thursday.
That's why we're doing the damn show.
Well, you're understanding now on the alien probing totem pole.
I've
now,
been
just
up
saying.
since 3:45 this morning.
I've been up since 4, so
right.
I'm not feeling it for you.
Okay, all right. Well, where's my thing? I've lost the thing. So I need to end the show.
Wow, this is a professional gig here for all of you wishing advertising.
I can't find the thing to get us off the air.
That's great. That's great.
There it is.
And let's publicize that so that people want to advertise.
There we go. Thanks. We enjoy these. The vendors and advertisers and everything right down there.
Thank you to our special guest, Keanu, tonight. Thank you.
All right. We'll be back next time.